Hey, aloha and mahalo. Good morning from our ranch. First off, let me say lots of mahalos to the man above and for protecting all of us from that tsunami threat that came through yesterday. Um, this is a special video I'm making specifically for my experience during um, that time yesterday, and things that swirling around my head, my tiny head. Before we continue on, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and so that way you can, don't forget to hit the um, like button, and love the videos, like the videos, watch our other videos, and be a fan. Lots more things coming up, but today in this video we'll talk about the tsunami threat yesterday, kind of going back, and so first off, I cannot thank our first responders, the mayor, all the agencies. I cannot thank them enough for an awesome job. Everyone coming together and work together to protect us and the properties around our area. Yeah, when the watch was issued, I was up here on the ranch, and then I went and picked up my friend from uh, Hawaiian Acres, and then we went down to Home Depot. So when we were at Home Depot, the warning, they upgraded it to warning. Then they issued the alert and the warning, and the bells gone off, and so that was awesome to notice that my phone, my friend's phone, and all the people next to us, their phones was just brah. And then I turn on the radio, and same thing goes with the radio. So the alarm went according to design. So that was fantastic. Um, so we packed things up and then head out. By the time we head out and it wasn't too long before we left Home Depot, and the traffic was already building. So we were heading out of Home Depot. So when you go out at the Home Depot parking lot, we didn't turn left to go to the main road. We turned right and then take that. I think that's the railroad, right? And then Old Railroad or whatever you call that street. And then the very first right turn, is it Puhainako or something like that? Yeah, or maybe before that. It's actually before that. It was the one that goes to the gas station, between the gas station and KTA, and go straight. I don't know the name of that street, but anyways, and we are going to turn left to go up on 11, to come up here to Volcano Road and stuff. And the traffic was already building. And then when we coming up, we went through Curtistown, and I noticed the gas station at Curtistown was already there was already a line of folks trying to get gas. And then we continue on. I went into drop off my friend at the Hawaiian Acres, and then I got back out, and I went up, and there's that Mountain View convenience store. I forgot the exact name, but the one across from the Catholic Church and the filling station, the park, and the school, next to the post office over there. Yeah, I'm talking about that convenience store with the gas station over there. There was a line over there as well. So I was like, okay, forget it. I'm not gonna spend time in there. I gotta get back home. So I came home, And my son was also at Home Depot in his car, and then he went for he actually went down, um, and that his girlfriend works in that tiny shop over there where the First Hawaiian Bank is, um, and Kekuanao Street, like right there on those small shops over there, and so when I came home, I called him up, and yeah, they were closing down shop, early because of the tsunami warning, and they're gonna get out there. Man, I mean, my mind was already, I was kind of already worried about my son, if he can make it out of town. And then I checked, and my son, instead of taking Kilauea to go straight up, I think probably he turned on Kekuanao, trying to get to the main street to go out of town. And I think that was a huge mistake. But anyways, I was very scared. Listening all the, at least we have several hours. I mean, to be honest with you, I think having that amount of time actually is very good, but not every time, it's gonna be like that, right? Any, earthquake can happen in the middle of the ocean. It can be 15 minutes, it can be 30 minutes, it can be an hour, so that's kind of things that, we have to be aware of, right? And so, but one thing bothers me, okay? And then I see all these people posting about them getting stuck in traffic in Hilo, and I talked to my son, and he wasn't moving at all. He got stuck. And so in total, it took him 3 hours to get from Kekuanao Street and Kilauea. So Kekuanao and Kilauea up here, it took him 3 hours. And most of that was getting stuck in town. And somehow he found his way back to Kilauea Avenue, and then he remained on Kilauea and then following it all the way up. By the time he reaches the main highway, 11th, right? That's the 11th. So 11 comes up here, and 30 goes to the Pahoa, Kayao, so it splits up, right? And yeah, the Kilauea, when you head up, it goes into the main highway. And I think you reach that at 6 o'clock. I was looking at it, and I think you reached that at 6 o'clock, and they were announcing for everyone to get out of town by 6:15. So to my estimation, there's probably still plenty of people in town sitting in that crazy traffic, right? So here's the thing. This is what really bugs me, and it bothers me, and I want to share it. So I don't know if they did it. I mean, if you see them doing it and I just didn't know it, or I didn't see it on anybody's post, the highway going into town, the side of the highway that goes into town, that side remained open throughout the day. At least that's my knowledge, right? I mean, wouldn't it be better if at one point they close that side down and turn it and go out of town? So all lanes on both sides of the highway is going out of town. I mean, wouldn't that be better to get more people out of town as fast as we can? I don't know if they did it yesterday. I mean, when did they start doing that? Is it 1 hour before 6:15 p.m. when they want everybody out there? Is it 2 hours? Is it 3 hours? Is it 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever? I mean, please share. In the comment section, please share. Let's talk about this. In one of the hurricanes, when people are trying to get out of Florida, I think they just closed all the freeways. And I mean, they didn't close them. They basically changed the routes and everything, both sides of the freeway. It's only one way out of town. Can we do the same thing with our highway here, the main highway? Can we use both sides of the highway out to get people out of Hilo. I don't know. I just, I'm not an engineer, so it's just something that really kind of bugs my mind. As I was going up, I was thinking, okay, why don't the authorities coming down here and just stop people from coming and adding to the traffic? Literally close, stopping people and turn people around from somewhere. And tell them, no way, everybody needs to go back up. Everybody. So maybe KL should be, okay, nobody's coming in from Pahoa, Ainaloa and stuff. Nobody allows to come in and go to town. Every traffic, they're going to turn it and go back out. Going up to Mountain View or going out to Pahoa on both sides of the street. So if you go to Pahoa, then you need to go stay on the other side of the street. If you go into Mountain View, then you stay on the other side. I think that would be really, really awesome, and it would make things easier for people to get out of town. Because I don't think, earthquakes can happen anywhere. So, I mean, if we only have 30 minutes, are we prepared to handle that? If we only have an hour, are we even prepared to do that? So, I don't know. It drives me crazy because, boy, and people were panicking yesterday. I see videos, and there was a lot of accidents, and so those are just adding to the, confusing and terrible situation. So, please share what's on your mind. Let's, let's hope our leaders can, kind of get together and, talk to people that experience, learn from their experiences yesterday. Hey, what happened yesterday? What did you see that you think we can do to improve, when improve the situation when the next thing happened, yeah. So another thing that bugs me myself is our relatives. They all stayed put in town. I don't know, but I wouldn't be as scared, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be as scared as I was yesterday if I didn't see that those measurements, those timelines on one coconut tree on Coconut Island. Okay? The very first time I came here, I went out to Coconut Island and I read, those placards, and I also saw that coconut tree with all the measurements, all the dates that, okay, this tsunami happened in this year and it was this high. And if I'm not mistaken, I think 40 feet was the height of the highest one. That scared the heck out of me. So yesterday I keep thinking about 40 feet, you never know. Even the scientists don't even know how big that tsunami. They were predicting 10 feet, but they always tell us we don't know. So my advice to my family is, please don't take the chances. Yeah, I want you to be alive to for the next time. I don't want to regret anything because you're staying in town. If it happened again, please get the hell out of town, okay? It's always good to be prepared. You guys need to go back and watch the videos from 2011. A lot of those poor Japanese, 20,000 of them, could have survived if they took that seriously. You can literally see people walking around like nothing was going on, although the authorities were yelling on speakers and whatever and sirens and telling people to move up. You can literally see some people that are just simply walking around, and probably most of those people were perished, part of that 20,000. Yeah. So, I mean, if it's under our control, if we know ahead of time that it's heading our way, let's get the hell out of there. right? Yeah, so thank goodness nothing happened. Nothing serious happened, except for those poor folks in that one part of Russia where they lose buildings and stuff. But uh, overall, it was a good ending. It looks like nothing major happened, so that we should be all be thankful for that, and then learn from it and move forward. All right. So yeah, if you're a follower of my channel, thank you so much. Mahalos. Yeah, let's take all the precautions to take care of ourselves and to protect ourselves. Yeah, let's not take any chances. Let's get out of town. Come up here on my ranch, all you my relatives, and let's hang out here and ride it out, and then we can always go back instead of, you know, yeah, you need to go out again to Coconut Island and look at that coconut tree. It has all the major tsunamis that came to Hilo. Yeah, look at it, and then so that way it's in your mind. When next warning comes out, you're prepared and you know that this thing can reach here. 40 feet, where in Hilo that 40 feet, where it'll go. Look back to the history and learn from it. So that way we don't repeat any mistakes. Yeah, not the thing I was also keep on thinking is if our leaders can provide some information for boaters. If you own a boat, I own a boat. That's why this thing kind of concerned me yesterday. Yeah, so I was thinking if you have a boat in the harbor, at what point or when will I think getting out of the harbor is the safest. Either getting out to go out in the ocean, the open ocean, or get out like coming up to the higher ground. Um, yeah, I didn't. This is one thing that I didn't look yesterday. If they closed the um, Waikoloa Harbor, is it Waikoloa or Wailoa? Wailoa, I think it's Wailoa Harbor. Um, the Hilo Harbor, let's just call it that. If they closed it yesterday, and when did they close it? I mean, yeah. So I didn't check on that. I should, and I think I will do more research and to figure that out because it's very important, especially those of us that have boats. When will be allowed to do? I mean, I'm sure we're allowed to be on there, but when will they stop people from like coming to the harbor? I assume 6:15 was the, yesterday 6:15 they said everybody needs to get out of town by 6:15. So I think that kind of answered the question right there. 6:15 for yesterday, so it's 1 hour. Yeah. All right, so today I am working on this skinning. Someone told me this is called Chinese guava. Another person told me it's Hawaiian grass, because they call it Hawaiian grass because it's like grass. It keeps going. It doesn't matter where it grows. It's just coming out from everywhere. But I love this. I love this. Yeah, for building stuff. So I'm skinning them. I use this for my pig. Fence. But this one's I am preparing to build a traditional man's house on my land for people to hang out. And so, yeah, that's the reason why I'm skinning this, repairing them. Yeah, so this is the skin part. Yeah, this is very nice wood, very long, and so we're gonna build a Micronesian traditional house, on this land. I will be needing your help, my audiences, my viewers. I will need coconut tree palms so we can do weaving for the roof. So if you know anyone that don't need those, they want to throw it away or whatever, please reach out to me. Yeah, in the comment section, tell me, hey, I can give you coconut leaves from here. I don't know, man. I'm too heavy to climb coconut tree any longer, so don't expect me to come out there and cut those trees, those coconut palm tree down. I saw when the I assume it's a county crew that clean up, the parks, and they pile them up. But I didn't need them at that time. But if you guys see anywhere, please reach out to me and let me know, because I want to go get them. I want to go ask permission from whomever, and then try to collect some so we can use them for roofing for the men's house. We call it men's meeting house that I want to build here. Hopefully I can bring some of our relatives in so we can learn and teach them how to construct this Micronesian traditional house. And so yeah, so that's why you need to subscribe to my channel and like all the videos, and because these things are coming up. We're gonna do videos on constructing of a traditional Micronesian house. Hopefully we still remember how to do it. If not, that's why we have videos now, so we can do video conference and learn from the old folks throughout. Some are in the mainland, my cousins, uncles, and some are in the back in the islands, and they have Starlink now, so we can be able to reach out and, hey, we need to learn this, we forgot this, how to do this thing, and so this is a good project coming up here on our ranch. So I'm excited. I want my Remetau, Hilo Remetau community, we're coming together in one of these days, so we want to share our knowledge and share it with you, our viewers. And so please share, like, subscribe. All right, and as our mayor Alameda always say, double shaka, double it. Mahalos.